Minecraft Bedrock, Minecraft Java. The same game, but two different games, somehow. Let me start this off with a disclaimer. Both versions of Minecraft are amazing because they're both Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft is my favorite game of all time, and I think it's objectively one of the best as well. These are fundamentally the same game in different engines. So I wanted to mention that this video is not trying to say which one is better in general, but you can interpret it to determine which is better for you. Everyone who plays the game probably has some bias on the version they play the most, so let me get this out of the way as well. I grew up mainly playing Java, with a little Pocket from time to time, but mainly Java, until a few years ago, when I started playing Bedrock so I could play with some friends on Xbox. Wait, did I just say a few years ago? I'm going off script here, but it's been like 6 or 7 years since 6 years. Oh my gosh, I'm old. I made a few add-on videos on my PC and eventually stuck with Bedrock because the channel was doing pretty well relatively to how it was in the past, and it was growing while I played it, and here I am now. I play more Bedrock than Java, but still play Java from time to time. So my point is, there will be a little bias in my conclusions, but for the most part, I do have experience and reason to kind of be biased towards both versions of the game. So anyway, today we're going to be taking a look at a variety of aspects of the game. And if there's anything else I missed from this video, feel free to leave a comment. Just let's keep the discussion civil. The core experience of Minecraft is the same. Both versions are good, fundamentally. They're the same game. Punch tree, punch rock, punch dragon, win. As someone who has played extensively through the game many times on both versions, I can confirm that it feels about the same either way, just in general. Bedrock typically does have less features, even for survival, and pretty much all of them get added in a later update. Candles came to Bedrock later than they were on Java, and the combat update, for better or for worse, still remains exclusive to Java. It's differences like these that really set the experiences between the two apart. Minor for the most part, but when you put a ton of them together, it does kind of start to feel significant. Bedrock and Java run on different engines, so they naturally have different mechanics when it comes to farming and exploits. Making an XP farm or mob farm or really any complex contraption will be a completely different experience between versions. Things like the way that mobs spawn, the way that entities collide, despawning, small behavior tweaks and whatnot cause these things to be vastly different. If you just want to play survival, as long as you're playing an up-to-date version of the game, looking at you Raspberry Pi edition, 3DS looking, your experience will practically be the same. Oh boy, creative. This is one of the biggest differences between versions. So let's start with Redstone. Redstone is the electrical engineering of Minecraft. It's the circuitry that supports all of the coolest machines and builds, and it's completely different. Minecraft Java Redstone has tons of bugs, but that being said, it's consistent, and that's arguably more important. What makes Bedrock Redstone so frowned upon isn't that it's buggy. I mean, sure it is, but many of the bugs end up getting patched. The issue is more so how inconsistent it is. When you push two pistons at the same block, who knows which one it'll push? It's almost random in its randomness. Redstone is objectively better on Java, but not terrible, unusable, or game-breaking on Bedrock. Commands are another major difference. Minecraft Java has so many more commands than Bedrock, it's unbelievable. Java feels like a game made for you to do whatever you want with commands, where Bedrock feels, well, pretty limited. I would like to note that using Bedrock add-ons, which I will come back to shortly, allows for custom commands. You can do this kind of stuff with server plugins on both versions or mods on Java, but the fact that you can do it in the normal world in vanilla Minecraft, relatively vanilla, is pretty neat for Bedrock. I'll still give this to Java though. If you are really into commands, Bedrock offers enough commands for 99% of people, but for those of you trying to build computers and stuff in Minecraft, then yeah, Java. Building in Minecraft is basically the same in both versions of the game. You place blocks and build cool things. It's great. Most builders prefer to play Java because of things like MC Edit and other external editing programs, as well as plugins like World Edit that make building large-scale maps much easier. But Bedrock has World Edit add-ons that work just as well sometimes and are somewhat easier to use occasionally. This area can go either way, but it's also somewhere that Minecraft is just Minecraft. Performance is oh boy, an interesting topic here. Minecraft is one of those games that can simultaneously run on a sack of vegetables, but can also make a 4090 explode. Honestly, it really depends on what settings, shaders, mods, texture packs you have on. I'm gonna run a little test to compare both versions' performance. Very unscientific, but you know. I'm gonna load up the same seed on both Bedrock and Java, have the same render distance, same settings roughly. I'm gonna put on the maximum settings, no shaders, and we're just gonna see how the performance compares. This is Minecraft Bedrock. For a second I was at about 150 and I seem to be jumping between 150 and 170 FPS. 169 to 170 is kind of the cap just because that's what my monitor's at. And I don't know, I think Minecraft Bedrock might cap it at that. There's also like VSync sometimes. The performance options are much worse on Minecraft Bedrock than on Java. One other thing to note with performance is if you have a lot of mods in Minecraft Bedrock, which are the form of behavior packs and resource packs, it will take forever to load into a menu and to load into the game. So that's just something to keep in mind. Not something I can really easily compare. Anyway, I'll just show you here. Max frame rate is unlimited, but it doesn't really do more than what my monitor does. Anti-aliasing is maxed out. 26 chunks. You can turn on ray tracing, but there aren't nearly as many options here. I'm in the same world now, same seed on Minecraft Java. Now my frame rate is uncapped, so it's going way higher. However, it feels a lot more stuttery. Both games, different engines and whatever, they feel a little different. So Minecraft Java, definitely you can tell like when the frame rate drops. This might just be me having performance issues on Minecraft Java, so my performance thing here is a little bit subjective just to my PC. I'm definitely noticing frame rate drops somewhat severely sometimes, and then sometimes it spikes up to the couple hundreds. I do think Java ultimately has the better selection of performance options. I mean, if you look at this, we go into options, we go into video settings, there are so many options here. The main takeaway I want you to have here is just that Minecraft Bedrock and Java run on two completely different engines, essentially, and so they will perform differently depending on your system. Multiplayer is one of my favorite things in Minecraft, and there's a lot of ways you can do it. Big servers, creative worlds, survivor worlds. But in terms of the larger servers, both Minecraft Java and Bedrock have a few big servers with tons of minigames, skyblock, survival, and more. Bedrocks are mostly easily accessible from the game without having to put in any sort of address or port or anything like that. This can be really nice for those new to the game or less familiar with technology. Java, on the other hand, requires the address and port for all servers, though putting one in is not really hard at all. Java has the most iconic and widely played Minecraft server, Hypixel, with around 35,000 concurrent players at any given time if you take an average of like the high and the low from a day. Bedrock's biggest server, the Hive, has quite a few, though still much less than Hypixel at only like 15,000, taking the same rough average. A large issue with the Mojang and Microsoft selected servers, they take almost all of Bedrock's server traffic, meaning smaller servers not on the promoted list see very low player counts. This isn't really an issue with Java, which has many servers with significant and active player counts. Even if it's just 10, 100, 1,000, that's enough that it feels active. On Bedrock, it's, you'll be lucky to get like 2. I'm sure there's a few, but it's not nearly as many as Java. In terms of survival, creative, and just like general private worlds, this is really where Bedrock shines. In Minecraft Java, if you want to hop on for a little with some of your friends, you either purchase a server or realm or use a free service that will probably kind of suck in one way or another, either through monetization or just shutting down every now and then or just being laggy. On Bedrock, you can just join your friend. Bedrock also has cross-platform support, so unless they're on Mac, you can play with any friend on any platform. This is one of the main things that has led me to play more Bedrock than Java overall in the last 6 or so years. I typically played on PC, but I had friends on console and mobile. I was also a broke high schooler, so I enjoyed hopping on with the boys for a little mining and crafting without having to spend a dime. From an experiential level, is that the right word? Experiential? Anyway, the experience is going to be about the same. It's still just Minecraft, just with your friends. One of the best things about Minecraft is how much more it is than itself. And that probably sounds like a really redundant statement, but here I'm talking about modding. There's so much more you can do to Minecraft with just a few mods. This is something I know quite a bit about. Minecraft Java has mods and Bedrock has add-ons. Java's mods are obviously infinitely better and more in-depth and diverse than add-ons. However, that's not to write off add-ons completely. Installing Minecraft mods on Java requires an external launcher, piece of software, or a somewhat complicated or tedious process. It's definitely gotten easier over the years, but it still technically requires you to do a solid amount of stuff outside of the game itself. Making sure they all work together and on your selected game version can be a little confusing for newcomers. And that's the beauty of add-ons. Installing an add-on is as easy as clicking, download, double-clicking on the file. From there, it's in your game and you can put it on any world, as well as any other add-ons you find. Since they're fully supported by the game, they do have their limitations. You can only do as much as Mojang makes it available for you to do. They have gotten much better, with many add-ons fully recreating Java mods and even having just as many features as some of the most popular Java mods. Though I do think Java mods are overall better in terms of the mods themselves, because they really have no limitations, and I mean none. Add-ons are great because of their accessibility. They're super easy to install and decently easy to make in comparison to mods for Java or really any other game, which can allow way more people to use them and make them. On top of that, it allows for modding on mobile, which opens up the market to a statistically largest group of gamers and one of Minecraft's largest demographics. I'd love to just end the video right here, but there is a huge elephant in the room: the Minecraft marketplace and everything else Microsoft has done with Bedrock. Contrary to some Java players' popular belief, add-ons, skins, maps, and texture packs can all be gotten for free on sites similar to Planet Minecraft. Nothing is different from Java in that way. The marketplace is supposed to be an option for higher quality content, a paid premium for the best of the best. Note how I said supposed to be. There are many very high quality products out there on the marketplace. Heck, I've even helped make a few myself. But for every high quality item on there, like all of these, there's 100 pieces of hot garbage. Like, what is this? I think the marketplace could truly be a great place for talented creators to use Minecraft as a game engine and make their own innovative and unique games and minigames, show off their skills, build a portfolio, and get paid. I just think Microsoft needs to do a much better job of quality control, and I doubt that'll happen anytime soon. Personally, I'll still play both versions. As of right now, if you have a PC, there's no excuse not to try both, as now they're both included with a copy of Minecraft. Minecraft is Minecraft, and no matter what version of the game you play, even if it's Minecraft for the 3DS, always respect others for whichever one they choose to build their home. I'd like to add here at the end of the video, this is a new style of content for me, and this is kind of the direction I want to take my channel. I'd like to incorporate more humor into it, but I'm working on that. I'm no comedian. But a subscription would be highly appreciated if you like it. Thanks for watching if you made it here. See you later, and goodbye.